Let's see if we can get situated. Let's see if we can get situated. We in there. Yo. I think we in there. We in there like swimwear. We are in there like swimwear. Let's see. We about to go live. I got to fix the camera. Let me fix it. Oh, there she blows. There she blows. Boom. There she blows. What's happening? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. You can see me. You can feel me. It is Monday. What's popping? We finna get ready to jump on a flight. We finna head back to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast. Yes. Yes, I'm in this Airbnb. We about to check up out of here. We literally like 12, maybe 15 minutes from the battlefield. And let me tell you, this is a spooky fucking place. What's happening? Yo, Hitter, what's happening? How y'all like that gold? I don't know if you, well, maybe y'all don't recycle zones like that AAA squad recycle zones. We recycle zones. So I don't know if y'all remember that big ass drop on gold, that 75, 72, that big ass drop that took us all the way back to the 32, 80 something. My message to the squad this morning was Supreme Rising, just to let y'all know I'm selling gold from the whole 75, 72 zone. That was the Supreme Rising. What's happening? What up, Samantha? What's popping, TikTok? I got TikTok over here on my left. I got YouTube right here on my right. I got me right here in the middle. Come on now. Y'all tap that screen. What up, Keith? What up, baby? I'm excited for this week. I'm excited to get back home. I'm excited to get back into the studio. And once I get back in the studio, y'all know I make magic happen when I get in the studio. Not only do I make magic happen, but I be making magic happen for everybody. And all y'all got to really do is plug in. So guess what we're going to be doing today? We're going to be talking about how literally it is so pivotal right now in your journey to start being self-aware with the results you are actually receiving and how to amplify those results. Can we get some fire in the chat if y'all want to talk about that today? What's happening? Put some fire in the chat if y'all trying to talk about that today. Because there's another thing to be taking action, and it's another thing to be getting results, but then it's also another thing to be not be getting the results that you're actually desiring. And if you're not getting the results that you're desiring, then there's have to be something that has to happen. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board. So I'm going to talk about a time in my period of my journey of entrepreneurship where I was just like, not disciplined enough, but also disciplined. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. I was disciplined, but not disciplined enough. I was confident, but not confident enough. I was serious, but not serious enough. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put some 8s in the chat if y'all can follow me. I remember I was committed, but not committed enough. But so when that little basic commitment that I was basically producing, it was only producing half of the results that I was trying to attract. And when I'm trying to attract full results, but not giving full commitment, full discipline, full seriousness, not laser focusing in on something really, really serious that I'm projecting from my mind that literally can change my life. There's so many people that sit into this little, that like this spot in their journey where you're literally waking up in the morning, so fucking motivated, so inspired, so ready to go. And then by the time you get ready to go to bed, you sit there and go, what the hell? Tomorrow we do it. Tomorrow we're going to get it in. Next week we're going to do, all right, you know what? Next time I get paid, I'm going to do the 33. The next time the procrastination demon gets in. Y'all, let me get some fire in the chat if y'all in y'all prayer season. I don't know about everybody else, but I done found a new motivation of prayer. So I've been praying out loud lately. And you know what I realized? What's happening, Jay? What's happening? You know what I realized from like praying out loud? It holds you accountable to what you just said. Because see, sometimes you can pray in silence and you're just literally spiritually speaking to the Most High, but you don't hold that accountable because it really wasn't said. So when I started telling myself like, yo, since I've been praying out loud, I've been, I don't even know if I can even say it like this, but I've been feeling more Christian-like. You know what I'm saying? Like real spill. Like I've been feeling a little bit more Christian-like. Like real deal. And I'm going, as a man of God, as a man that moves with proper energy, that has love for the Most High, always loving, hugging, healing, and teaching on people, I ain't never really felt like a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. I ain't never felt like a Christian. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I get anti-Christian like real quick on a motherfucker, just in traffic. So I started telling myself, like, yo, I'm loving this praying out loud. And you know what I started realizing from praying out loud? Man, your heart will play games on you. Yo, what up, Kels? Yo, what up, Las Vegas? What's popping, baby? Listen, your heart will play so many games on you that your mind is not even ready to process, and you're spiritually totally not even committed enough to literally go through that actual change because your heart plays games with you. And so because I was praying out loud, I started saying, maybe because I'm praying out loud, maybe this is the discernment to go back and start reading some scripture, start just getting into the good book when I have this little spare time. Like real shit. I'm telling y'all, like, this is what I'm going through for the last, like, I'm over here on the battlefield. I'm over here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, where almost 51,000 humans went at each other. And the land is like right over there, like 15 minutes away. You can go walk on this land. You can feel the energy as soon as you step on this land. So I started thinking, like, where in the Bible does it really truly just talk about the heart? And I, you know what I'm saying? So I went to my homeboy chat. I remember back in the day where you used to have to like scroll, you used to have to ask your grandma. You remember how powerful back in the day your grandmother, your grandfathers, like the spiritual warriors in your family that held held God's name in vain through your lineage, through your legacy. You can ask your grandma a scripture in the Bible. She knew exactly where the Bible to get it. You ask me where Deuteronomy 12, verse 6, I wouldn't even know where to start. I'll be flipping through that thing looking for the D's. Like, I'm telling you straight. And I done read the Bible twice. I still be like, Deuteronomy, how the hell do you even spell that? Like, I'll be confused. I'll be confused and wrong. I'm telling you straight up. So then I started finding verses. I still don't remember the scripture, but it says in the good book, don't trust your heart because your heart, an untested heart, it said, an untested heart is wicked. It is so wicked that it's sick. This is in the good book. Somebody tell me where it's at. Somebody put the scripture in there where it talks about how the heart is an untested heart is wicked. It's wicked. It's sick. It says it's sick. So you know what that meant? A heart that is not tested or disciplined or consistent enough or serious enough about the Most High is the most wickedest thing on this earth that you possess. It is the sickest thing on earth that you possess if it's untested. Ooh, that thing rocked me. It rocked me. Jeremiah 17:9. Jeremiah 17:9. Who put that in there? My man Todd G. Y'all put some fire in the chat for Todd G. Jeremiah 17:9. This is what it said. So imagine, Todd, I wasn't even able to get to the scripture. Chat GPT was just giving it to me, and I was just going by what I was feeling and what I was thinking, and how when in my journey, when I felt like I was disciplined but not disciplined enough, consistent but not consistent enough. When I felt like that, I realized that my heart was telling me, oh, bro, you good. You good. And then you know what that led me to? It led me to scrolling on TikTok, running up on the actual guy that be preaching from the 1928. Y'all already know this ministry. Y'all know the black guy with the all black on, and he be giving the word from the book right there to your head. Put some eights in the chat. Let's give him a shout out. I don't know his name. But I know that brother that came around. He's on everybody's feed, and he's trying to hold everybody accountable to reading the word. Philip Mitchell. Shout out to Mr. Philip Mitchell. If anybody knows him, knows and contact him and knows how to get into his ear, I want to let y'all know that I am appreciative of his voice this weekend, because he also said, don't be fooled by your own beauty. Ooh. He said, do you realize, let me get sidetracked. Do you realize how hard it is to move around as a well-educated, fit, well-spoken, proper personality man, good-looking man in this age right here, right now in 2025, when testosterone levels are at its lowest? And I'm sneezing fucking testosterone right now. Like I'm like this right now, you know? I'm sneezing that shit. I'm looking at these weak ass men run around on this earth right now, 10 toes down, and looking at these strong, beautiful, beautiful women who are forced into a masculinity role and can't find the balance because they have found the beauty in being masculine. They have found success in their masculine role. And now when they're trying to be in their feminine space, they're too aggressive sometimes. They're misunderstood sometimes. Yo, I'm looking at this shit. So do you know how hard it is to sit here and have this stature, this mindset, this spirituality, and a killer? Like, imagine. It is extremely hard. So then he started talking about the very first sin. Y'all type in the chat if you know what the very first sin was. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to educate y'all on what I just went through. It's so cool. I'm telling you, I remember this used to be the geeky stuff that nobody really wanted to get into, but this is like the cool stuff right now. Do y'all remember the very first sin? Somebody type it in the chat. Somebody said lack. No, stop telling my business. Oh, disobedience. Somebody said disobedience. So let me tell you what the very first sin. Imagine you had 3 archangels. Somebody type in the archangels in the chat. You had Michael. Michael was what? He was over warfare. Gabriel was to deliver the messages. He was the messenger angel. And then you had Lucifer. Lucifer was what? For what? He was for worshiping, right? He was for the worship, right? He was like the most beautiful out of all, correct? Am I correct or not? They say the first sin was when Lucifer got a look of himself in the mirror and started saying, I'm better than God. The whisper that he told himself, the heart telling him, you know you look real good. You know you fine. You know you everything. You look at your voice. You're better than God. So he started what? Spreading the wicked whisper through the other angels that was there and saying, hey, I'm going to be better than God. Yeah. There you go. First sin was pride. That was the very first sin. Pride. Do you know how many of y'all suffering from the very first sin right now of too much pride to ask a real individual for help? Ooh. That's the very first sin, Stephen. I just found it out. See, I have a platform here, and I try not to get on this platform and just speak controversial all the time, especially when it comes to Monday morning mindsets. You know what I'm saying? So I like to get on here and literally give y'all what I just been through as a serial entrepreneur. Like I just been out here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania since literally the 8th, the 8th. And now it's the 14th, and I'm headed back to Las Vegas to gear back up to go to South Dakota. We've had an amazing weekend as a business. And I've sit here and been humble enough to literally take this time to isolate myself, protect my energy, and dive within myself and start understanding, like, when you were at your beginning, there was times where you were thankful, but not thankful enough. You were consistent, but not consistent enough. You were disciplined, but you wasn't disciplined enough. You were serious, but you wasn't serious enough. So now I know all of these things. So how do we get to a place where we're at now and we go even higher? Are you serious enough by going higher? Hell yeah, I'm serious enough. Are you serious about being a multimillionaire in another industry? Hell yeah. Are you ready to start a whole nother business? Do you got that energy? Hell yeah. So I started telling myself, so where are we going to dig it up? Let's go to God first. This is what I started telling myself. Where we start? People start saying, well, I don't even know where to start to become better. I don't even know where to get into it. Let me go to God first, because that's why I'm speaking out loud now. I said, well, let me just go to God first and just see if the mission and the vision and everything that I'm ready to commit, because I already know I'm ready to do it for real. I'm ready to get serious. I'm ready to do it all. I'm ready to go there. Let me ask, is that even in the story? Like, is this, if it's your will, then let it be done, because I'm ready to go. Because sometimes I'll have something ready for me, but then what I'm ready to do for to get that might be destructive in the alignment of God. This is, and I'm not trying to be all spiritual. I'm just telling y'all what I just been through for the last 4 or 5 days. So I go, before I start making some new commitments in my life, let me just go ask for some concernment, some wisdom, some protection, some love, some like some patience, like some understanding. Let me just go ask for that out loud. Let me go ask for that out loud. And then he said to me, go check your heart. You understand? Go check your heart. This is what I heard. I started saying, shit, my heart good, man. My heart good. I started doing push-ups. I started checking the heart rate. Well, we know the heart rate is good. We know the heart rate is good. And then I started looking. I said, man, oh man, I'm giving love to so many people. So that made me prideful. That made me feel so good. The second sin versus pride was rebellion. You see, Lucifer started being rebellious after that. So I said, if I'm feeling prideful right now, I don't want to get that wicked feeling of an untested heart. So I started telling God, I said, listen, I feel worthy of whatever's coming in this new journey. I feel worthy of it. I don't want to rebel. I want to give you all the glory because I came to you first. I got the acknowledgement and I got the confirmation from you first. So I want it all. Like this. I'm telling y'all this. And when you start asking for, like, adding your manifestations and your inspirations and anything that you're trying to seek, if you start putting it into the proper spiritual commandment as you're being blessed and becoming a better version of yourself, they come like this. So I'm like feeling blessings coming along, like boom, everybody knows my family's over in Israel. So I just been praying for their return. Boom, we got the ticket. Boom, we got the ticket. Now the airline ain't open. You understand? Let me tell y'all what I'm going through. My whole family's in Israel right now. So imagine we finally get the ticket, which is literally a one-way ticket back, costing literally more than the whole total round trip flight that was there on the way back. We ain't even gonna get into that. That's some political stuff. We ain't even gonna get into it. We're gonna keep the sermon clean right now. But thank God for that. Thank God for some some stature of confirmation. So I want to thank everybody that was praying. You know what I'm saying? Sending that good high voice up to the Most High, protecting my family, because my daughters are, oh man, they're amazing. My Genesis is now like speaking Hebrew like to the T. Like I'm telling y'all, like my daughter's a superstar. She's a superstar. My daughters are freaking superstars. My sons are superstars and they just don't even know it yet. I'm telling you. My daughters, they know they superstars. This is the difference. I'm telling you straight up, like straight up. So just to get back onto this, so I started telling myself, well, I know I have the ability to put things together. I have the gift to be able to see things before things are actually even playing out. So I have a very visualizing, like my mind is very visual. So I can like go into an empty park or an empty plot and look at the plot and look at a blueprint and then look at the plot again and see the whole infrastructure. Let me you see, I get too excited. I get to knocking some shit over. I can see the whole infrastructure play out right in front of my eyes. And it's so funny when you see this on movies. They use it at movies like when a detective come onto a scene that has already been literally stapled as a DOA, and then he replays the whole scene back in his head. So I can see visual things like this when I write something down. And I just told y'all the other day, I just broke down the definition of what the future is. I just broke it down to y'all. And it is the time when you speak or write something down, that is the future. That is the pure definition of the future. So what does that really truly mean? What does that really truly mean, beautiful people? That means we only got right now. That means we only got right now. This moment right here that we are spending this beautiful time with each other as we sitting here looking at 78 people look at a YouTube live and only 46 people hit the thumbs up. You see? Y'all think, don't get it twisted. Don't let my spirituality get it twisted. I'm still a warrior over here. Click the damn thumbs up. God, please forgive me. I'm a work in progress. Please. I'm a work in progress. You can't lead them all to the water. Not all of them can swim. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody follow Moses to the water, God. I'm sorry. Not all of them make it. Some just did like this. Moses didn't allow everybody to get through the Red Sea. I'm just saying. You had some haters in that. You had haters in there. So it's clearly we have haters online. You know what I'm saying? We got almost 9,500 likes over here on TikTok right now. 9,500 likes in less than 25 minutes. Yo, TikTok, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm here to tell y'all once again, we got this moment right here, right now. And the whole purpose of understanding our moments is being able to go to God first, recognize the moment, and then be able to conjure up the energy or the commitment or the discipline or the seriousness to change that moment into something miraculous. Because I remember the time, I'm telling y'all, I remember I used to write out business plan. I had money, I had street money, but I would write out the business plan, but I was just too busy still playing basketball, going to the martial arts gym, going out to the clubs, going out with girls. I was so busy with this stuff. And then I was spending 2-3 hours just on my business. But when you look at the things that I would tell other people that I was doing at the time because I didn't want to be with them, I was like, yo, fellas, how many times have you said to someone, yo, I'm going to a meeting when you just sitting there on the couch? Yo, people, put a 1 in the chat if this is you. Oh, I'm finna go to the meeting real quick. I'll call you when I get out. And you just sitting on the couch. Oh, I'm reading right now. I can't talk. Once I get done with this reading, I'm gonna text you back. Imagine how many people tell someone that they don't want to do something by lying about some shit that they should have been doing. I'm dead ass serious. Oh man, I'm gonna jump on the Zoom right now, man. I got some follow-up calls I need to be doing, but I'm gonna hit you right back. And then you don't make no follow-up calls. Y'all, I know I ain't the only one. Don't be acting like I'm the only one over here be procrastinating every now and then. Don't be acting like it's just me. Like I know I'm up front over here, but damn, y'all gonna leave a brother like by myself on an island? Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you. The things you say upon yourself and in the actions when no one is watching is just you, yourself, and the Most High. In that instance, this is the fuel. This is the spark. This is the smoke. This is that confrontation. This is when you say to yourself, like, yo, I'm not a coward here. I ain't scared to do something. I'm not afraid of rejection. This is the time when you go, you know what? Yes. I'm going to let's do it. Let's do it together. And imagine everything that you commit to, the Most High is with you. This is what had me so confused. I said, the only reason why I struggled in my journey of being an entrepreneur, because I was trying to do the 50 cents. I was trying to get rich and die trying. I was trying to get rich and die trying. I was on that 50 cent shit. You see? Imagine now in my mindset, I'm going, not only am I finna get wealthy, but I'm finna get wealthy being blessed by the Most High because He giving me gifts to give to the people. And because I'm giving, receiving is automatic. But you got to be the person that deserves the receiving. Because when you start giving with malicious intentions, this is what came about me. When I first started business, I was only giving with intentions of receiving and then taking that and flipping it and doing something else. Because when I first started doing business, the business wasn't where it was at. The street was where it was at. And then the street was feeding the business, which was hurting the business spiritually. Understand that. You can take dirty money, put it in a clean business, and now that clean business is no longer clean. Now imagine you have a business that God has blessed you with from a thought that allowed you to manifest it physically, and now you out there doing the prideful, the rebellious, the sinful things, taking it and bringing it right back into a blessing that God gave you. It took me years to figure it out. It took me years to figure it out. So when someone is coming up to me and saying, yo, OG, I want to be like you. How old are you, young man? How old are you? And so when I see these young men, I go, bro, do you know you have the greatest advantage of everybody right now because of your time you got? Ew. I'm looking at 46. I'm 46. I'm looking at 40-year-olds. I'm looking at 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds. I was just out here with veterans this last 4 days, and they're telling me about their regrets. Do you understand that I'm sitting with 80-year-old men that have been to war 5, 6 times, and they're talking about regrets? You understand what I'm telling you? You know what one guy told me? He said, man, the way I treat my grandkids, I wish I treated my kids like this. And I came to realize that the way I treat my grandkids gives me the actual concern. Like, no, he said, the way I treat my grandkids shows me that that's how I should have treated my kids, and I would have got a better result. And now I resent not treating my kids the way I treat my grandkids. And this came from an 80-year-old man. So it immediately made me go, let me go start loving on my kids. Let me go love on my kids. Because I don't want them to go have kids and then their kids get the better version of me than they got and them my kids. You see that? Do you hear what I felt? I'm just rubbing shoulders with warriors. Oh, what up, Shahida? What up, baby? What up, baby? I see you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? The man said, I wish I treated my kids like I treated my grandkids. It would have turned out better. One guy broke down in tears and said, I wish I was the man that my first wife thought I was. I said, how many times you been married? He said 4 times. And now I'm the man that she thought I was, and she was a better woman. He said, man, God works in mysterious ways. Imagine. The guy said, I wish I was the man that my first wife thought I was. Now I'm on my fourth marriage, and I am that man, and my first wife was better. You understand that shit? Listen, this is real. This is real. And this just goes back into how the heart can lead you down the wrong path well. The heart can put you in toxic relationships. The heart can put you in toxic partnerships. The heart can put you in literally so many different entanglements that you spiritually and physically don't possess characters to stay there. So therefore, they're energy draining situations. They're waste of time. They're dragging ass. They're procrastinating ass moments where you're just tearing down the walls of belief that you can actually do what you just said you were going to do with God's blessing. He says, yo, I'm with you through all things through me. You can what? No weapons formed against what? Like these are like, what more assurance do one will need to literally say, all right, let me commit to that. I got the best partner out of all partnerships. I have the best one. Boom. So let's go tackle business. Let's go tackle Forex. Let's go tackle crypto. Let's go tackle stocks. Not only do we want to tackle those three industries, but guess what else we're going to do? We're going to want to make sure that we have proper understanding how to be serious enough about diversifying ourselves, not spreading ourselves out too thin. Be disciplined enough to understand percentages versus just profits. Do you understand what I'm telling y'all? Be loyal enough to say, yo, I'm done for the day, and be done for the day. Have enough belief in what you're doing to say, you know what? Mr. H be giving some zone-to-zone ass moves. And when I know Mr. H is taking a sale, he's probably taking that sale all the way down to the oversold market. So that's probably going to be a 2-3 day trade. So I better buckle up, put my fucking armor on, get my helmet on, get my shield ready, and get ready and hold on to this trade for 2-3 days. Because I've taken trades with Mr. H on a Monday and literally started taking the same trades at a higher level on Thursday with another educator. Have you ever been in a trade with Mr. H on a Monday, won that trade, closed that trade, and then on Wednesday, if you would have just been in that same position, you taking L's at a higher price when you had a better price? And all you start saying is, man, I should have just held that shit that I had on Sunday, man. I was in the motherfucker from last week. I should have just held from last week. You know what that brings? Where I started realizing as I pray out loud, and I started telling myself, I got to take the I shoulda, woulda, coulda out of the language. See, back in the day, when we were on the street, back in the day in the street, if I just give you guys some glorified street moments, like we ain't never allowed nobody to be around us talking about I shoulda, I woulda, I coulda. Like that ain't even allowed on the street. I should have moved the pack. I would have moved the pack, but I couldn't move the pack. like we ain't even dealing with those type of dudes. I should have, would have, could have. Like, bro, what do you mean you should have moved the pack? Like, why didn't you? Well, I could have moved the pack. Well, why didn't you? But I didn't move the pack. Why didn't you? Why my money? You know what I'm saying? So you can't even be around that energy. So when I hear and I see and I feel that, it just takes me back to the street. And I'm going, bro, that's no go. So I like to take street no-goes and then just put them in the business. And then when people say, what are your rules and regulations? What are your terms and conditions to work with you? The same is it on the streets? like that's terms and conditions of working with me. The same as it is on the street. The shit you universally know not to do on the street, it's universally not accepted here in my business. You don't bullshit on the street. You don't go to certain different neighborhoods and just do some bullshit. You know it. You ain't finna come to my establishment and do some bullshit. Because this is spiritually manifested. These are creating things. This is godly protected entity, like energy here. And everything is over here is being cooked up and being blessed up from future what? Words and things we're writing down, and we're taking it serious. We're being disciplined. We're literally being connected. We're communion together. Y'all don't understand the power that we have right here in this big ass community, trying to literally financially elevate individuals through education in a digital space that is changing in front of us. Bitcoin hit what, 118,000? Where's Bitcoin right now? Where's Bitcoin right now? Do y'all understand? It's at 120 right now. And y'all still playing with it? Y'all still playing with it? 122. Look at the numbers. Even if they're wrong, it's still over 100K. It's still over 100K. Type in the price in the comments. The day you found out about Bitcoin, what was the price? Or type in the price the day you first thought about buying Bitcoin and didn't buy it. Let's talk about that price. Somebody said 80K. I remember when she was at 14K and the pandemic was hitting. I even think she was at 8K. I think she was at 8K when the pandemic was hitting. I told my partner we just made like 75,000 no income claim from Daytona Bike Week. I said, bro, let's buy a couple of Bitcoins. He said, bro, it's not on Coinbase. I said, who gives a fuck about Coinbase, bro? It's $8,000. Let's take the company money and put that bitch on Bitcoin. I swear for God. I probably have one of the most craziest Bitcoin stories from 2008, 2009 in India with the mining devices. AK. She was AK, right, Keith? She was AK. Imagine that investment now. Now, needless to say, since then, I have been dollar cost averaging. I have been making sure anything that I do online or outside my business where I am not writing on the front of the check, that I must get paid into crypto. Like anything that comes to me, it comes to me in crypto. And like every Thursday to Friday, we get in crypto deposits. Let me say this again. If you're not aware that the dollar is losing value, and then if you're not literally creating more value through yourself to get a deflated, you need more deflated, like you need more USD that is actually losing value. So therefore, you must do more to get it. And when you get it, you got to get rid of it so damn fast because it's already spoken for because of the lifestyle you already live in. So imagine when you pump the emergency brakes and you literally just put your Flintstone heels down and you say, now I get money. First thing I'm going to do is invest, get a little monkey off my back, do a little bit for my children, copy paste it again. You receive money again, I'm going to invest. I'm going to get the little monkeys off my back, meaning take care of a little of your debt. Do a little bit more for my kids. And what I mean by doing a little bit more for my kids, educate your kids on how you invest in the money. They see and know how hard you're working because they don't see your ass. They already know you working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. So you don't have to drill that shit into your youth and your kids and your seeds and say, imagine putting a seed in the ground and come back and knowing that it ain't broke out of the soil yet, and you start telling the seed, now what the hell you been doing all damn day? I've been working 2 damn jobs. I've been doing this and doing that. I'm paying the light bill, the electric bill. I'm paying the gas bill, your rent. I'm paying the... Imagine if you talk to the seed like that because it ain't just broke through the soil and you out working your ass off all day. So I'm here to tell you, stop drilling that you working your ass off to be able to provide the things that is not even enough, and start making the proper decision when the money come into the home, and you let the children see what you do with your money. I think the most beautiful thing that I've done is literally introduce educating technical analysis, fundamental analysis, situational analysis in the financial markets into my home. Because I and myself is an amazing character to be in the home. You take me and put me in a family structure and you get the best version out of me. That's even more spectacular, but that is also prideful. That is also prideful. You see? Because if I go, where's the legacy? So it's not about what we possess. It's about what you leave. And then this is also was in the scripture. It said a man with a tested heart. A man that will lay his heart on the table for judgment has clear passage. What? What? Is that not a Little John moment? Is that not a Little John moment? What? What? You mean to tell me if I let you judge my heart, I open my heart for you to judge it, for you to dig in it, clean it, investigate it? You give me clear passage? Y'all put some eights in the chat. Y'all not hearing what I'm just saying. I'm telling you what I just read. I'm telling you when I realized if I knew this when I started, you wouldn't know me now. I used to say that. I said, man, if I grab my son's height, my son is like 6'6". If I had my son's height, you wouldn't know me. You would only know me from highlights on ESPN. I swear for God, I'll just be an athlete. If I was 6'6", you wouldn't know me. I swear for God. So now I'm telling you, an open heart, Mr. Holistic, a tested, judged, cleaned, investigated heart by the Most High, approved, confirmed. See, this is how I know when you start talking like this, viewership go down. Because a lot of people can't stand the understanding of opening the heart up and being judged. You see, this is not a very like-minded conversation when it comes to the algorithms. You see, the algorithms want you to jump on here and talk the opposite. You see, they want me to get on here and talk about the trials and tribulations of doing business, the trials and tribulations of not having a good partner, the trials and tribulations of taking risks without proper preparation. They want me to get on here and tell you about how hard it is to be faithful, how hard it is to be serious, how hard it is. They want me to get on here and do that. Mm-hmm. Or they want me to get on here and start fucking dancing and like flexing my muscles and like doing that. This is entertainment. See, I come on here and I just speak vibration. I speak frequency. And then I started understanding. If you start understanding what frequency is, you know what a 75-year-old vet told me today about day before yesterday about frequency? He said, you know what frequency is? What? I said, what's that? He said, what you frequently see. My eyes did like this. Oh shit. Get it together. You hear what I said? He said, you know what frequency is, right? I said, what's that? He said, what you frequency see? I said, damn. Your frequency is what you frequently see. Yeah. You understand that? Sheesh. So my question to you and you, what you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? Don't that make sense? Your frequency is what you frequently see. So what you looking at? That's a whole bar, Todd. It's a whole bar. I said, damn. So when I start looking at what I'm seeing, and I got glasses on, so I'm seeing like fucking 5D right now. I see seas of people. I see abundance of individuals. I also sense that I'm a solution for a lot of individuals' problems. I feel like I'm the bridge for so many individuals' problems wanting to get educated in the financial space. I feel like I'm that bridge. So then it says, is your heart sturdy? Is your bridge sturdy? Is your heart trustworthy? Is your bridge trustworthy for people to come across, their children to come across it? Is your bridge reliable? Is your heart reliable for people to trust that they can take their whole financial journey of manifesting billions and start with you? Then you better open up that heart up, Mr. H. You better open your heart up, Mr. H. Let me dig in there a little bit more. You might have some dark corners in there because you show like glorifying your past a little bit sometimes. And I'm like, no, I don't. You see, you're already defending yourself. It's in your heart. I see it. And this is me just talking out loud and having an open conversation. So if you don't get anything out of this mindset right here, start opening your heart up to speaking loud when you pray. And if you're embarrassed to do it around others, then go find somewhere where you're comfortable and starting it off, because it ain't easy. It ain't easy. I'm telling you straight up. But I'm telling you, praying out loud, and a good friend of mine that has real good love for me that added this to my lifestyle. And that actually changed my life, to be honest with you, because I have so many dark moments where I'm just like, prayer out loud is like not even in the facility of an option of what I should be doing of an action. You see? So imagine trying to find concernment, trying to get some understanding, of trying to get answers to why questions that you have. Why not me? Why this happening to me again? Why this don't happen to me? Why I can't be the successful one? Maybe because you ain't praying out loud. Maybe because you ain't serious enough. Maybe because you ain't disciplined enough. Or maybe your heart need a little bit more investigating. Maybe your heart ain't open. Maybe your mind is open, but your heart ain't. Maybe you looking, but you ain't seeing. Maybe you hearing, but you ain't listening. Maybe, just maybe. So if you get anything out of here today, I'm telling y'all, praying out loud changed my life. And I prayed out loud all this weekend. And it kept me from so many dark moments, just being by myself, being alone, just thinking silly shit, doing silly shit, and just feeling silly shit for no reason. So I felt amazing all weekend. It is so good to sit back, protect your energy and protect your love, protect what you have, and then disperse it out with no expectation, and then see the results from the people. Why not you? So many people got that question, man. Why not me? Why not me? Why not you? That's the solution. Why not you? And if you don't have the answer to that, watch this. I'll give you a question. I'll give you a quick little question. If I ask any and everybody right here from today, start serving your purpose. Let me say this clearly. If I ask everybody that is in this conversation right here, right now, anybody that have added 20,000 likes over here on TikTok, 61 on YouTube. I ain't even gonna talk to YouTube. But it's even though, so it's powerful. Let me ask it again. Hell, I didn't even forget what I was about to say. Now I'm just bullshitting. I just forgot what I was about to say. The line is over. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Here's your question. Here's your question, Shanisha. Now I didn't really forgot. Somebody text the question that I just said in there. Now I didn't really forgot for real. See, this is the mind. This is how the mind play with you. You got to blame Mary Jane on this one. You got to blame Mary on this one. No, I know the why not you, but it was another. I was trying to get to a point. And I forgot my point right now. I swear to God, it was such a good one. Anyway, here we go. Yes, now I know. If I was to ask any of you guys right now to start today and create actions for your purpose, do you know where to start? Type a yes in the chat or no in the chat. If you was to start today on your purpose and take actions, do you know what it is by putting a 1? Do you not know what it is by putting a 2? All you got to do is type a 1 or 2 in the chat. Let's go. Let's see what it is. Let's see. We already got 2s. We got some 1s. We got some 2s. We got some 1s. TikTok, join in. Don't feel bad. Join in. We got some 1s. We got some 1s. We got the 2s. We got some 2s. We got some 2s. So for any and everybody that is putting those 2s, because clearly one will not know what one purpose is. Now, let me say this. Because the heart is so deceitful, and a lot of people don't like feeling embarrassed or feeling like, oh my God, I can't be putting the 2 because people are going to feel like I don't know what my purpose is. So they will automatically, selfishly put a 1. You are a work in progress. I'm just telling you, you're a work in progress. So if you would like to know where to start on literally the journey of your purpose and taking action, you start with your heart. You start by just going in with yourself and just becoming the best version of yourself, just better than who you was yesterday. Start loving more. Start like doing everything you say you're going to do for others. Start doing it for yourself. That is your purpose. If you do not know your purpose, your only purpose is to go back home clean through this journey. You come in clean, we get dirty, we should go home clean. So on my way home, I want to make sure I have a great relationship with the Most High. So when I get there, he knows me. So that is your original purpose. Just become a better version of yourself. Start working on you. If you want to be a millionaire, start working on becoming a millionaire. Start thinking like a millionaire. Start acting like a millionaire. Start creating the habits of a millionaire. You want to be a successful businessman? Start being around successful businessmen. Start committing your actions like a businessman. You can be an employee with the as-if energy of a businessman. And watch how God works wonders, because you're becoming a better version of yourself. You're speaking it and writing it down. So if you do not know your purpose is yourself. You're responsible for your frequency. You're responsible for your elevation. You're responsible to level up and get home. You're responsible. So this is anytime you see me traveling, the whole mission and the whole goal is to get to point A, point B, point C. A, leave home. B, leave the destination. C, return home. The same way I left. Same. Everything intact. Everything. Clean. Mission complete. You see? In between that, what are we doing? We're loving, we're hugging, we're healing, we're preaching, we're teaching, we're educating, we're doing motivating. We're doing all of the great things that is needing to give so people have the confidence to take that first step of serving their purpose, which is just becoming a better version of yourself. And becoming a better version of yourself deserves all the treasures, all the wonders, all the riches, all the blessings, all the things that one can try to manifest by writing things down and speaking them into the mirror or speaking them into open air. You deserve it all. But you got to be that person. So I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this mindset. I hope y'all ready to get a good week on. We're going to have an amazing week. I'm telling y'all, crypto is moving. Do y'all realize Bitcoin just broke a 8-year all-time trend? Do you understand what I just told y'all? And if you don't know what that means, you need to be in my classes. Bitcoin just broke a 8-year trend. Do you understand? We're looking at new floors and new ceilings now. We're looking at new support, new resistance now. We're looking at new trends now. We're looking at space. We're looking at, when we start talking about going to the moon, she's going to the moon. Do y'all realize if XRP gets to $10, y'all never see me again? I'm praying out loud. God, please forgive me already. I'm telling you already. He gonna take it to $9.87 and say it would have destroyed you at $10, sir. Later, dater, I'm telling you, I'm like, this is. So I'll come online, like, make the rest of your life the best of your life, beautiful people. I'm out. Deuces. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. Deuces. Job done. Job well done. I hope everybody understood what I came in here and spoke to you guys today. I'm one of your number one digital educators in North of America, when I'm just basically educating individuals on how to participate in the financial markets. And the beautiful thing about that is understanding the choice one has when you receive your money. Not everybody is full-fledged traders. Not everybody. Don't let internet fool you. Don't let social media fool you. Don't let content fool you. Don't let AI fool you. Not everybody is doing this shit. It is a 1% success rate. It has a 1% success rate. That 1% is the individuals that do daily what the 99% won't do. Understand that shit. So when I'm telling you, I'm teaching it, and I want to teach you so you can teach your kids, so your kids don't have to run through this circle of life like you did. They already have a better understanding when they receive money. We invest money because money's supposed to be making money. But right now, I need to spend my body, my temple. I need to go get it. So in order to get it, I need to go give some time to get some money. And when I get some money, I don't take the money and spend it. I take it, I invest it, I suffer a little bit, I go give more time for some money, I get more money, I put a little bit for myself, and then I go invest it again. Don't get caught up in the Christmas, the Thanksgivings, the Valentines, and all of these sporadic ass holidays and every damn month to keep you spending that extra 500, that extra 600, that extra 800. That is your investment money right there. If you go back and look at how much you have spent just in gifts and tithing in horrible seasons, and then if you will invested that investment in itself would have made sure. Let me give you guys a little sauce before I go. For those who tell me, yo, man, I got back to school shopping coming up, I can't spend that money to invest. Let me tell y'all, I get a lot of, like, I'm in the recruiting business. I recruit people to day trade. So this is a big response that I'm getting from the public right now. People are telling me, man, I really wish I can join you right now on stage, but I got to spend this money on the summer. I got to go and take my kids on vacation, and I got to go back and start buying back to school stuff. So I really don't have that extra to really put out there right now to start investing. And if you don't understand, if you don't start making the sacrifice now, that sacrifice is the reason why you're going to be able to do that shit. The sacrifice you make now is the reason why that is never going to be a conversation. And because you're taking this as your reason why you're not doing it, this is the reason why it's always going to be your conversation. You're going to be the person 5 years from now telling me the exact same shit. Man, I wish I would have joined you 5 years now. But man, let me tell you, man, next week I can't join, bro, because I got school fees. I got my son this. I got to go buy my son some shoes. He football season coming up. Basketball season is coming up. Now my son want to play soccer. Oh shit, now my son want to go be a doc. You see? That's what happens when you learn the wrong thing well and you start chasing it, and now you're making horrible decisions when you get money. Pray for understanding, pray for proper decision making, pray for guidance, pray for seriousness, pray for, and at the last thing I'm going to say, stop praying for shit that you ain't willing to literally put in work for. That's a big one. Stop praying for things that you ain't really to work for. You're just praying about it. I love y'all. Deuces. Deuces. This shit was fire. It was fire for the records. For those who want to watch the replay, it's going to be on my YouTube. I love y'all. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. I got a 2.5-hour drive back to Philly. Yo, Shahida, we finna go get that Philly cheesesteak at that fire-ass spot you turned me on almost a year ago, 2 years ago almost. We finna go get us some Philly cheesesteak, and we're going to walk into the Philly airport like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I'm telling you. I'm telling you straight up, successful mission complete. I love y'all, man. Y'all take care. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. Be safe out there trading. Deuces. Yo, TikTok, fire.